Okay, so Maya called me last week, and I still cannot get over
Oh boy. Knowing her, I am already bracing myself over here.
it.
What did she do this time? Did she join a commune again?
No, no, nothing like that. She got lost, like completely hopelessly
I
lost.
mean, people get turned around. Was she at a new city or something? Out hiking?
Nope. And that is the kicker. She got lost in her own neighborhood.
Wait,
The exact same neighborhood she has lived in for 3 full years.
pause. 3 years. She got lost in a residential grid she has lived in for over 1,000 days.
Yep.
How is that even physically possible?
Oh.
Unless, I don't know, a sinkhole swallowed all the street signs.
That is exactly what I screamed at her on the phone. But you have to hear this because the explanation is purely Maya.
I cannot wait to hear the logic she invented for this one.
Hey, I'm Sophie,
And I'm Johnny.
and these are our friends.
Real people, real stories.
The real English.
Every single day, something happens to someone we know.
And we just talk about it. This is just Johnny and Sophie.
So, we are back for episode 2. And apparently, we are dedicating today's chat to Maya getting lost in her own backyard.
Basically, yeah. But before we get to the actual disaster, for those of you listening who maybe don't know her, we need to set the scene a little bit.
Oh, definitely.
Because you know she's dramatic, right? She's
Yeah.
incredibly expressive.
Dramatic is a very polite word for it.
Yeah.
She is the main character in a movie that absolutely nobody else is watching.
Exactly. And she always has a perfectly terrible explanation for everything she does.
Right. She frames her mistakes like they were artistic choices. She could justify setting a kitchen on fire if you gave her 10 minutes to explain.
100%. So keeping that specific personality in mind, here's the situation. It is a Tuesday night, nothing special. She decides to walk to the corner store, you know, the one right by her place.
Yeah, the little bodega with the orange awning. She goes there like every other day.
Every other day. She has done this walk hundreds of times. She could do it blindfolded. So she buys her snacks, probably those ridiculously spicy chips she likes, and she's walking home. And she is doing what we all do.
Let me guess. She's not looking at the street,
Not even a little bit. She is deep in the blue light. She is just glued to her phone.
texting, or doom scrolling.
Texting. She's deep in some conversation, probably an argument about a reality TV show or something, looking down, thumbs flying, totally ignoring the physical world. And she comes to that big intersection near the bakery where she's supposed to turn right.
Simple enough. Muscle memory should handle that. Even a tired pigeon could handle that.
You would think, but because she's not looking, her brain just completely disengages. It goes on autopilot, but it's the wrong autopilot. Instead of turning right, she turns left.
Okay, I have to stop you there. I get autopilot. I have driven to work when I meant to go to the gym. We have all been there. But you realize that immediately, right? You take 2 steps and see a building you don't know, and you go, wait, this isn't my street.
Right, a normal human brain does that. But she just keeps walking, texting, walking, enjoying the night air. She walks for probably 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 full minutes in the completely wrong direction before she finally hits send and looks up.
5 minutes is a long time when you're walking. That's a significant departure from the flight plan.
It really is. So she looks up, and
Nothing looks familiar.
nothing looks familiar. She told me it was like she had been beamed to a different dimension. She said, and I'm quoting here, "I have never seen these houses in my life. The architecture was alien to me."
That is genuinely concerning. She walks around with blinkers on, so what did she do? Please tell me she just opened her Maps app like a normal person.
That was the plan. That was the logical next step. She pulls out her phone, ready to save the day with satellite technology. She looks at the screen, and it is at 2%.
Oh no. Oh, that's the worst.
Yes. And you know how batteries are when they hit that red zone? 2% is not actually 2%.
No, it's not a countdown, it's a cliff. 2% means you have about 3 seconds before the void takes you. It's psychological torture.
Exactly. So she unlocks it, opens the map, sees the little blue dot trying to find her location, the little wheel is spinning, and then black screen.
Yeah.
Dead. Completely dead.
The universe really conspired against her on this one. It's like a tragedy written for millennials.
It is. So picture this for a second. It's getting dark out. The streetlights are flickering. She is standing on a street she somehow doesn't recognize at all. No phone, no GPS, totally alone.
See, this is the part where a normal person would, I don't know, ask a stranger. Or just turn around and walk back. If you walk 5 minutes that way, just walk 5 minutes back the other way.
Yes, a logical person would retrace their steps. But this is Maya. She decided that retracing her steps was basically giving up. She decided to rely on her instincts.
Oh no. Not her instincts. Her instincts are historically terrible. Her instincts once told her to buy sushi from a gas station.
I know. She told me, she goes, I just took a deep breath, closed my eyes, and started walking in the direction that felt right.
Felt right. Direction isn't a feeling, it's geography. You don't just feel east.
I was laughing so hard when she said this. I literally asked her, what does home feel like? Does it have a magnetic pull?
So let me guess. The direction that felt right was,
The complete opposite direction of her house.
naturally, if she feels north, she goes south.
And she committed to it, too. She didn't hesitate. She walked for 10 minutes, just deeper and deeper into the unknown.
She's just wandering into the void at this point. She should have planted a flag.
Just confidently wandering, until she finally saw a street sign she recognized. And when she saw it, her heart completely dropped, because she realized she was on the complete other side of the neighborhood.
Wow. I mean, that is almost impressive.
To give you and the listeners some context on the time here, this is normally a 7-minute walk, 7 minutes from the bodega to her couch. Do you know how long this little instinctual adventure took her?
With the wandering, the feeling right, the dead phone, maybe 25 minutes,
45 minutes.
45 minutes. You could fly to a different city in 45 minutes.
She was basically on a hike. But here is the part that I actually find the absolute funniest. This detail just broke me.
Lay it on me. What is the cherry on top?
While she was on this accidental journey, just wandering through the dark, she found a park.
A park, like a green space.
Yeah, a nice little park, benches, trees, a little swing set. And she looked at it and thought, wow, this is lovely. I have never seen this before.
Okay, I mean, finding a hidden gem in the city is nice.
It turns out this park is 2 streets away from her house. 2 streets.
No.
Yes. She has lived there for 3 years, pays rent there, and she had absolutely no idea this park existed.
How do you miss an entire park 2 streets away for 3 years? Did she have tunnel vision?
Apparently. It just shows how stuck in our routines we get, you know? We take the exact same route to the bus, the exact same route to the store. Anything outside of that path just doesn't exist. It's like a video game where the rest of the map hasn't loaded.
That is true, actually. But her reaction, was she horrified at her own lack of awareness?
No, her reaction wasn't even shock. She told me she just looked at it and thought, oh, this is cute, actually.
This is cute, actually. She is lost. Her phone is dead. She is 40 minutes late for her own evening, holding a bag of spicy chips, and she is reviewing the local landscaping.
That is her in a nutshell. Always finding the silver lining, even when she's the one who brought the thundercloud.
So she eventually made it back, I assume.
She did. She finally navigated back using landmarks, walked in the door, plugged in her phone, ordered a massive amount of takeout food, and went straight to sleep.
And I bet she told everyone immediately, right? Put it on her story.
Nope. Radio silence. She didn't tell a single soul for a full week. She was that embarrassed. She said she needed a cooling off period before she could turn it into a funny story.
I respect that, actually. You have to let the embarrassment harden into comedy. If you tell it too soon, it's just sad.
Exactly. But you know, she tried to defend herself when she finally told me she had her lawyer face on.
Oh, I'm sure she did. What was the official defense? Blaming the Earth's rotation.
She said, in my defense, the streets all look the same at night.
Do they? Or do they just look like streets?
I mean, I kind of get it. Suburbs can be super repetitive, but after 3 years, I don't know if that holds up in court.
It's a very weak defense. But I do like the phrase she used later, because she refused to admit she has a bad sense of direction, right?
Oh, yeah. No, bad is way too negative for her.
What does she call it? A relaxed sense of direction?
Yes. A very relaxed sense of direction, like it's a lifestyle choice. She's not lost, she's just geographically chill.
I am absolutely stealing that. Next time I'm late for something, I'm just going to say I have a relaxed relationship with time.
It sounds so much better, doesn't it? But really, this isn't the first time. We are seeing a bit of a theme here.
Oh, definitely. Remember the supermarket incident from last year?
How could I forget? She went in for milk and couldn't find the exit.
She called us from inside the store, whispering. She said, I think they moved the doors.
They did not move the doors. They are structural walls. Walls do not migrate.
So yeah, getting lost in a stationary building, getting lost in her own neighborhood, I think we are officially establishing a pattern here.
It's true, and honestly, it's not just her. I feel like our whole friend group is just a series of disasters waiting to happen.
You really are high-functioning, chaotic people.
Remember last week? Poor Lily's morning from hell.
Oh, right, the spilled coffee, the shirt on inside out, finding her keys in the fridge.
Exactly. It seems like every week one of us is just falling apart. We definitely passed the disaster baton to Maya this week.
Well, as long as it's not me. I am perfectly fine being the observer.
Are you, though? Are you really safe? Because I seem to recall a certain story about an airport.
Nope. No. We are not doing that. Pivot right now.
You got completely lost in an airport, didn't you?
We're not talking about that today. That is classified information under seal.
You were looking for your gate, and you ended up in a completely different terminal. You took a shuttle bus.
The signage was ambiguous. There were arrows pointing in two completely opposite directions.
Uh-huh. In your defense, right.
Exactly.
Yep,
In
yep.
my defense, airports are designed to confuse you. They are liminal spaces designed to break the human spirit. But we're focusing on Maya today, so let's not deflect.
Fine, fine. I will be merciful. We'll save your humiliation for another time.
But speaking of that phrase, did you notice how useful in my defense was in her story? And in yours, just now?
I did. It's a
It's-
fantastic phrase. It's a really functional tool in English. I want to unpack that a bit for everyone listening, because we used a few expressions today that are super common in everyday English, but they have these very specific social uses. They aren't just vocabulary, they're like social strategies.
Yeah, let's look at them. Because the way she speaks is actually a great lesson in how to excuse yourself for being ridiculous.
Right. So let's start with the big one. In my defense,
Classic.
it is such a good way to soften a mistake. You're admitting you did something wrong, but you want to offer a reason why it's not totally your fault.
Right, it's a negotiation.
Yeah.
You're basically saying, okay, yes, I messed up, but let me explain the context so you don't think I'm completely crazy.
Exactly. She used it to say, in my defense, it was dark. She knows she shouldn't have gotten lost, but she's offering the darkness as a mitigating factor.
I use this all the time. Usually about food. Like, in my defense, I hadn't eaten breakfast yet.
That's a good one. Or something that, in my defense, nobody told me the meeting was today.
It acts like a shield. You hold it up to deflect a little bit of the blame. You do have to be careful, though, right?
Yeah.
Because if you use it too much, you just sound like you never take accountability.
True. It works best for small things. If you crash a car, in my defense, might not work as well. In my defense, the stop sign was red is not a great legal argument.
No, probably not.
Yeah.
But for social slip-ups, absolute gold.
Okay, second expression. This one came up when I was telling the story. Here we go.
Ah, yes.
Yes.
Here we go. The universal sigh of resignation.
We use this when something starts happening, and it is entirely predictable. Like, you know exactly what is coming next, and usually it's something a little bit annoying or chaotic.
Right. It's that feeling of, oh, the show is starting.
Yeah.
It implies a cycle.
Yes. So when she started explaining her logic about her instincts, I was just thinking, oh, here we go. Like, I knew a terrible explanation was coming. I've seen this movie before.
You can use it in so many situations. Like, if you're at a family dinner and your uncle starts talking about politics, you just look at your cousin and whisper, here we go.
Or when my dog sees a squirrel in the yard. I just grab the leash tighter and say, here we go. It's all about anticipating a pattern playing out.
Which leads us perfectly to the third expression, doesn't it? A pattern.
Look at that transition. You are a total pro.
I try. So a pattern.
This is when you notice a repeated behavior. Something happens once, okay, it's an accident. Twice, it's a coincidence. 3 times, it is a pattern.
Right. We connected the supermarket incident to the neighborhood incident and realized this isn't just random bad luck. This is who she is.
Exactly. For you guys listening, you could say to a friend, you are always late on Mondays. I'm noticing a pattern.
Or if your car keeps breaking down every time it rains, there's a pattern here. It actually makes you sound very analytical.
It's a really good way to point out a habit without being too aggressive about it. You're just observing the data.
Right. Like, I'm not criticizing you. I'm just noting the statistical pattern of you getting lost in familiar places.
Exactly. It removes the emotion and just focuses on the facts.
So we have, in my defense, here we go, and a pattern. 3 very solid tools for navigating social disasters.
And speaking of navigating disasters, I think it is time for a challenge.
Oh, I love these. What task are we setting for the listeners this week?
Okay, I want everyone listening to use the phrase, in my defense, this week.
Even if they didn't do anything wrong.
Especially if they didn't do anything wrong. Just find a way to slip it into conversation. Make it funny.
In my defense, the pizza looked really good.
Yes. In my defense, it was raining. In my defense, I was tired. Just try it out. It's really fun to see how much you can justify. It changes the whole energy of the conversation.
And if you have a really good one or a really funny moment where you used it, we want to hear it.
Yes. Tell us on Instagram. We are at Just Johnny and Sophie. Send us your stories. We might even read the best ones on the show.
I am personally hoping for some really absurd defenses. Like, in my defense, the cat told me to do it.
Please don't blame your pets. But yes, send them in. We want to build a whole library of excuses.
So, do we know what's coming up next? Or are we just going to wait for another friend to have a
Oh, the
crisis?
crisis has already happened. It's in the books.
Oh, no.
Friday's chat. It's a really good one. Someone from the group, I won't say who yet, maybe it's Marcus, maybe it's Dan, but they had the most embarrassing moment at a restaurant.
Is this the waiter story?
It involves two waiters, a spilled tray of drinks, and the entire restaurant clapping at the end.
Oh, I can't. The clapping. The ironic clapping is the absolute worst part of human culture.
It is painful. It is hilarious. You do not want to miss it. It makes walking the wrong way for 45 minutes look dignified.
I am already cringing in anticipation. My stomach hurts just thinking about it.
So make sure you tune in on Friday for that one. Until then, keep talking, keep listening.
And try not to get lost in your own neighborhood.
Please check your battery levels.
Real conversations.
Real English.
Every day.
See you.